So let's break down the 100% SPY trade today. So the reason I took only 2 trades today because I don't want to overtrade. I've been a little more successful just taking a couple of quality trades a day. So I wanted to make sure that it was a good trade. So at this time, around 9:45, which is over here, it's like shoot, it's 4:45 a.m. So I woke up around 45, and I began to started seeing a trade. And so let's look at the overall trend. Let's break down the overall trend. When you see that dump that happened a couple days ago, we can see that it created a fair value gap, a huge fair value gap. So let me turn off these algos to make it more clear. So this fair value gap right here is really huge, and so then you can know, always fair value gaps aren't super strong, but this is a huge fair value gap, so you know that it has a lot of merit to it. And so what is the consequential encroachment? The consequential encroachment is 50% of the fair value gap. So right there, I took the play off the consequential encroachment, so it was approaching that line, and we already saw this morning we started already to see a wick off of that. So we were at this level. And I knew even before it reaches the CE line, it has a lot of liquidity in it. So pretty obvious trade there, just to see that I knew it was going to drop, but I just didn't know when it was going to drop, if that makes sense. So today, we saw a much bigger drop than our 100%. And if you guys were in yesterday's mentorship session, the cons were actually much more expensive than I expected, but they were moving pretty good, meaning that IB was super good. And in that case, that Delta would be changing the contracts way more. I'm using a lot of layman terms right now. I'm not using delta or IB correctly in this case, but just the general concept is what we're getting at. So I knew we were going to wick off this fair value gap TE line right here. Doesn't have to respect it. Doesn't have to especially make a bigger move down, because you can see there's no confirmation of it. And we actually ended the day bullish because this fair value gap was created by an overreaction of the market. And so we don't have to respect that. And so let's break down this trade. I saw that it was at the pre-market high, so close to the pre-market high, and it rejected off the pre-market high earlier. Okay, great. So what does that really mean for us? This small trend right here, especially in the morning session, the first 15 minutes, it's super huge. So I got the early entry up here. Everyone should have gotten in this trade here. It was about 5 minutes. Everybody could have gotten into this trade. So I saw this weakness here, and excuse me. Then we took 100% and rode it all the way down here, closer to the pre-market lows and closer to this line right here. So I didn't want to take anything too risky. I took it out 100%. That's all I was looking for. And it actually went to 150%, but I didn't do anything with the 150%. And I cut it as soon as it started reversing back to the CE line, back above the CE line. 100% is all I took. And it crashed down even further just because of the bigger overall trend. And so what can we look at for this SPY overall now? I'm looking for it, this is for my premium members, I'm looking for it to actually flip bullish, and the reason is because if you look on the 15-minute, we're seeing just a shift in character, just a shift in the structure. So if we can break above here, I think we have a solid chance of just coming back to the Santa rally. Let's look at the Tesla trade. Okay, Tesla trade is just looking bullish for today. So even when SPY was going down a little bit, Tesla was following, but at some point, Tesla was showing a lot more strength than SPY. So we have to look at the strength in this case. And especially, I saw around here, it was primed to explode. So around this area, it was primed to explode. Again, grabbing that liquidity at the pre-market lows and yesterday's lows. And Tesla just has been super bullish lately, and so it was giving me a lot of signal for buying pressure. So I took it here, and we rode it all the way to 50%. And it went more. It did go more, and rejected ahead, and still went more. The reason why I closed it at 50% because I wanted to go to sleep, and that's just the truth. But we could have left more runners to do so. It went up to 75%, but play it safe, close it out early, and that's the way to go. Let's take a look at the quick lotto that I took at the end of the day. It was right here. It was a quick 60%. I think it was 66%. The reason is because I saw a pretty nice rising wedge here. Took it. Somehow that made 60%. I didn't cut it because it's a lotto. I didn't take 100%. I won 100% or nothing. So hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys on the